ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಹೋದ ಕೂಡಲೇ ಬಂತ ಇದನ್ನು ಡಿಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಅದೇ ಡಲ್ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆ ಲೈಟ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಡಲ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಲ್ವಾ ಕಲರ್ ಲೈಟು? ಯಾಕದು? You're getting it clearly? Clear ಬರುತ್ತಾ? ಒಂದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ನೀನ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? You're getting it clearly. Straight ಆಗಿದೆ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಕೂಡ. Okay, we'll start. Most often, majority of the students find trigonometry difficult. The reason being, you require memory and practice. So today, I'd like to revise first basic trigonometry. What are the important formulas we need to remember? It will take little more time, but still I want to revise that because I've told you I'm more interested in giving the concept than working more number of problems. Because once a concept is clear, we can work any number of problems. The first thing is, we have the basic formulas: sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. These are the three basic formulas. From each one of them, we can write different formulas. For example, I just write for one of them. I can write 1 minus sin square theta is equal to cos square theta, or 1 minus cos square theta. So all these formulas you need to remember. Afterwards, we have to know about the signs of trigonometric functions. I'm just helping you to recall. I'll just rush through and not devote more time for this, but here we write A, here we write S, and here we write T, here we write. So A stands for all trigonometric functions, S stands for sine, sine means cosecant is included, T stands for tan, cot is included, C stands for cot. How to remember them? There are many quotations, but I would always like a quotation. Always study trigonometry carefully. So all trigonometric functions are positive in first quadrant, and only sine and cosecant are positive in second quadrant, third quadrant, and fourth quadrant. We require this concept when we go for allied angles. I will be just rushing through all the concepts of first year PUC so that it will help you a long way in working on the problems. So after this, having an idea of trigonometric standard results and having this sign convention, we move on to the next standard angles. Zero degrees, 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees. You need to remember the standard angles of all the trigonometric functions. How many are there? 6. Sine, cos, tan, cosecant, secant, and cot. So there are 5 standard angles. Totally, you need to remember 30 formulas. See, many teachers have suggested different methods, and some textbooks also have given different methods. Here I am suggesting a method which, if you find it convenient, you can follow, because now there is no point in changing the method. It's a last minute preparation, but I am giving you some ideas. Thereby, you will be able to get the standard angles easily. See, there are 30 formulas because each trigonometric function we need to find 5 angles: sine 30, sine 60, sine 45, sine 60. So there are 30 formulas you need to remember. But what we do is, we know cosecant, secant, and cot are reciprocals of sine, cos, and tan. So if you remember sine, automatically you can remember cos. Cosecant. So remember cos, you can remember secant. Therefore, what we can do is, out of these 30 formulas, we can remove 15 formulas. You are supposed to remember 30 formulas. Now I am suggesting you can remove 15 formulas, because once you know sine, you know cosecant also. Now you need to remember 15 formulas. Let us further work it out. You know that tan theta is equal to sine theta by cos theta. So there is no need of remembering tan. If you remember sine and cos, then you can remember tan. Therefore, I will reduce this to 10 formulas. So if you remember 10, you can remember 15. If you remember 15, you can remember 30. And further reduce this. See, sine and cos are complementary angles. Sine 0 is cos 90 degrees. Sine 30 degrees is same as cos 60 degrees. Sine 45 degrees is same as cos 45 degrees. Sine 60 degrees is same as cos 30 degrees. And sine 90 degrees is same as cos 0 degrees. So if you remember sine 0, sine 30, sine 45, sine 60, and sine 90, automatically you can remember the remaining 5 cos. Once you remember cos and sine, you can remember tan. So if you remember just 5 formulas, you can work any problem of standard angles. So you should remember this. Sine 0 is 0, sine 30 is 1 by 2, sine 45 is 1 by root 2, sine 60 is root 3 by 2, sine 90 is 1. So what I am suggesting is, just remember 5 formulas: sine 0, sine 30, sine 45, sine 60, and sine 9. Once I know sine 30, I also know cos 60, complementary angles. Now, you can work any problem based on this. The most important and difficult concept is allied angles. See, while discussing allied angles, we talk about, here it is 90 minus theta, or 90 plus theta, 180 minus theta, 180 plus theta, and 270 plus theta. So this is 90 minus theta and 180 minus theta. This is 90 plus theta and 270 minus theta, or 180 plus theta. This is 90 minus 90 plus 90 minus theta and 90 minus theta. This is 90 plus theta. This is 180 plus 270 plus theta. Then this is 360 plus theta. This will be see 90 plus or minus theta, 180 plus or minus theta, 270 plus or minus theta, 360 plus or minus theta. These angles are called allied angles. These angles are called allied angles. Just list them in the proper way. So this triangle, this will have 90 minus theta and 360 plus theta. This will have 90 plus theta and then 180 minus theta. This will have 180 plus theta and 270 minus theta. This will have 270 plus theta, 360 minus theta. I made a proper corrections. This is 90 minus theta and 360 plus theta. This is 90 plus theta and 180 minus theta. This is 180 plus theta and 270 minus theta. This is 270 plus theta and 360 minus theta. See, there are two things you need to remember. Odd multiple of 90 plus or minus theta, trigonometric function will change. Trigonometric function will change. What change? Sin theta is changes to cos theta. Tan theta changes to cot theta. Cosecant theta changes to secant. I am just trying to put all the allied angle formula in a simple way. Instead of remembering the 180 plus theta formula and 270 minus theta formula, I would ask you to remember only 90 multiple of odd or multiple of even. So if it is odd multiple of 90 plus or minus theta, trigonometric function will change. That means sin will become cos, cos will become sin. It changes the corresponding co-function, we say. And if tan, in case of tan, it becomes cot, cot becomes tan. What is the other point if you remember? Even multiple of 90 plus or minus theta, function will not change. Trig function, trigonometric function will not change. It remains the same. It remains the same. It is the same. So these 2 points we need to remember. See, normally we write a formula for 90 plus theta, 90 minus theta, 180 plus theta, 180 minus theta, 270. So many formulas are there. I am trying to put it in 3 simple formulas. The first point you should remember is odd multiple of 90 plus or minus theta. Change, it will change. Even multiple of 90 plus or minus theta, trigonometric function will not change. And the second point you need to remember is this one, or you can call this as first A and first B, because both of them will not be there. It's given either odd multiple or even multiple. The second point you need to remember is the sign depends on the quadrant. Here I'll take some time because I have just noticed the majority of the students have got problem here. See, if you are asked to find sine, say 210 degrees, basic requirement is we need to know sine all the angles. Sine 0 is 0, sine 30 is half, sine 45 is 1 by root 2, sine 60 is root 3 by 2, sine 90 is 1. Now, you have to write this sine 210. Let us make use of this concept. Odd multiple or even multiple. You can write this as sine of 90 into 2 plus 30 degrees. Or you can also write this as sine of 90 into 3 minus 60 degrees. There are two ways of writing. 90 into 2 plus 30 or 90 into 3 minus 60. Now, this is even multiple of 90. This is odd multiple of 90. What is that? Odd multiple of 90, trigonometric function will change. So this will become, just remove this. Remember those points what we have discussed. Odd multiple it changes, even multiple it will not change. So it's an even multiple. Sine should remain as sine. It's odd multiple. Sine should change to cos. Repeat. What you need to remember is odd multiple of 90 plus or minus theta trigonometric function changes. Even multiple of 90 plus or minus theta trigonometric function will not change. So here it remains a sign. What was the second point? You should write either plus or minus. That depends on the quadrant. So this is A, this is S, this is T, this is C. Now 210 is in which quadrant? Here up to 90, 180, this is the third quadrant. So 210 is in third quadrant. In third quadrant, sign is negative, therefore both are right. What is sin 30? Is minus half. What is cos 30? Minus half. Supposing you have to find tan of 945 degrees. Tan of 945 degrees you have to find. So what you should do is, you write 945 as tan of 90 into 10 plus 45. 90 into 10, it's an even multiple. So tan will not change. It remains as tan. Now you should decide which quadrant this will come. See, up to this, try to understand this, very simple, but you have to concentrate. See, 90 into 4, it's over. It will come to first quadrant. 90 into 8, so it is second round. So 90 into 10 means this plus this. 90 into 8, second round is over. This is 90 into 9, this is 90 into 10. If it is minus, it would have been second quadrant. Because it is plus, it is in third quadrant, therefore it is positive, therefore answer is 1. I repeat, 90 into 10 is an even multiple, so trigonometric function will not change. So I write tan 45 only. Now I should decide about the sign. I should decide about the sign. So what is the sign? 90 into 10. Simple way of remembering is 90 into 4 is one round. 90 into 8 is another round. 90 into 12 is third round. Third round is not over. 90 into 8, second round is over. Plus 90, 90 into 9. Plus one more 90, 90 into 10. Because it is plus, it has come to third quadrant. Supposing there was a minus sign, it will remain in second quadrant. Therefore, it is plus. Let us work one or two more problems of allied angles to give you a clear idea of allied angles. I just want to work one or two more problems. I've just collected some problems here. I'll come to the examination problems later. I just want to work one or two problems. Let us find out what is sine 765. Sine of 765 degrees. So what you can do is you divide 765 by 90. 90 into 7, 90 into 8, 720. So you can write this as sine of 90 into 8 plus 45 plus 40. Or you can also write this as sine of 90 into 9. 90 into 9 is 810 minus 765. How much is that? $45 degrees. So 90 into 9 minus 45 degrees. I'm just working out both the methods so that you'll have clear idea, there's no confusion. Now, 90 into 8 is even multiple. So it should divide its side. This is 90 into 9 is odd multiple. It has to change to cos 45. Even multiple of 90, trigonometric function will not change. Odd multiple of 90, trigonometric function changes. So this will not change, this will change. Now we should decide about the sign. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. 90 into 8 means second round is over. So 8 plus 45 it comes first quadrant, therefore this is positive, therefore answer is 1 by root. 90 into 9, 8 is over, 9 is over. This is 19, 9 minus, that will come to first quadrant only, that's also positive. So I'll just brief this again because many of the students have got problem in allied angles. Just remember these 3 points. Whatever angle is given, you divide that by 90. So you find how many times either there is even multiple or odd multiple of 90. So now odd multiple of 90 plus or minus theta, trigonometric function will change. Even multiple of 90 plus or minus theta, trigonometric function will not change. Afterwards, you should write the sign. For sign, you should use this. Simple technique is one round is 90 into 4, second round is 90 into 8, third round is 90 into 12, like that. Now I just take one problem which has been asked in the examination based on the allied angles, because they may give a problem similar to this. The value of cos 1200 plus tan 1485. They have given 4 answers and I'll not be writing the 4 answers. So you work the problem. What is the method? You take 1200 divide by 90. 3 times it goes 270. So this is cos 1200 will be cos of 90 into 13 plus 30, because this is 30. 90 into 13 is an odd multiple, so it has to change to sine 30. Now ASTC 12 means One round is over. 13 is here, plus here. Cos is negative, therefore minus. So this is minus half. Repeat. 90 into 13 is an odd multiple. So cos has to sign, change the sign. 19 to 12 means 3 rounds are over. 13 means this one. Plus means it will come to second quadrant. Supposing it is minus, it will have been first quadrant. It would have done plus. Now it is 19 to 13 plus 30. It comes second quadrant where cos is negative. We are not looking at the answer. We are looking at the problem. We put the sign not looking at the answer. We put the sign looking at the problem. Problem is cos. So minus half. Now we have got one more. 1485. That also let us divide by 90. 91 to 90. You get 585. 96 are 540. You get 45. So you are writing tan 1485 as tan of 90 into 16 plus 45. See, 90 into 16 is an even multiple. Because it's even multiple, it will not change. It remains as tan. Now which quadrant you have decided? 90 into 16 is 4 rounds are over. Plus something will come to first quadrant. Therefore this is positive. What is tan 45? It is 1. So what is your answer? This is minus half. This is 1. That is equal to plus half. So there can be a problem of allied angles. It requires some time, but you can. Here I have written all the steps. There you can oral think over 1200. 90 into 10 is 900. 11 is 990. Like that you can orally calculate it. You do not write all the steps. You can just mentally calculate and write the answer. That depends on your ability. So the allied angles, there is 3 simple techniques you need to remember. The first one is odd multiple of 90 plus or minus theta trigonometric function will change to corresponding co-function. Sin becomes cos, cos becomes sin. Tan becomes cot, cot becomes tan. Cosecant becomes secant, secant becomes cosecant. Even multiple of 90 plus or minus theta, the function will not change. SIGN will depend on the quadrant. For that you need to remember ASTC. So with this, we'll just move on to the other formulas that we need in first year PUC trigonometry. So allied angles are over. Then we move on to compound angles. Compound angles. That is sine of A plus or minus B is sin A cos B plus or minus cos A sin B. Cos of A plus or minus B. Cos A cos B minus or plus sin A sin B. Tan of A plus or minus B. Tan A plus or minus tan B divided by 1 minus tan A tan B. No, this is 1 minus or plus. The plus is there, so 1 minus or plus. Then you have got other formulas. You have calculated sin of A plus B plus sin of A minus B, sin of A plus B minus sin of A minus B. Similarly, cos of A plus cos of A. All these formulas you have calculated. I will not be writing all. I am just reminding you these formulas. Then you have got the other formula, which is very important. Of course, you can write 2 sin A cos B is sin of A plus B plus sin of A minus B. 2 cos A Sin B is sin of A plus B. I thought let me write it. Minus sin of A minus. 2 cos A cos B is cos of A plus B plus cos of A minus B. 2 sin A sin B is cos of A minus B minus cos of A plus B. This we should note. Then we have got the formula sin C plus sin D. Well, I just remove this and write that because I requested. Sin C plus sin D, sin C. All these formulas are required to work problems. Sin C minus sin D, cos C plus cos D, cos C minus cos D. So all these you can remember like this. This is 2, this also 2, this also 2, minus 2. Cosine function will have some changes. This will be C plus D by 2, C plus D by 2, C plus D by 2, C plus D by 2. C minus D by 2, C minus D by 2, C minus D by 2, and C minus D by 2. I am giving a simple way of remembering. In case of sine, if there is a plus sign, first sine, then cos. If there is a minus sign, first cos, then sine. Plus sign is there, first sine, then cos. Minus sign is there, first cos, then sine. In case of cos, both are cos, then plus sign is there. Both are sine, and minus sign is there. You should also remember there is a minus sign. Another important formula you need to remember is sin of A plus B into sin of A minus B. This is sin square A minus sin square B. Cos of A plus B into cos of A minus B is cos square A minus sin square. Before I go for the formula, I'd like to work out one problem which has been given in the entrance examination based on this sin of A plus B into sin of A minus B. There is a problem based on this. Let me work that problem. I have listed that problem somewhere. Where I just listed that problem. Yeah. The problem is find the value of cos square 45 degrees minus sin square 15 degrees. See, formulas plays a very important role in trigonometry. Not only the trigonometry formulas are required for trigonometry, it is required for integration, differentiation, totally for calculus. So if you remember this formula, cos of A plus B into cos of A minus B is cos square A minus sin square B. Now they have given this. They have given cos square A minus sin square B. So what is this must be equal to cos of A plus B into cos of A minus B. What is cos of A plus B? That is cos 60. What is this? This is cos 30. This is cos 60 half. What is cos 30? Root 3 by 2. Root 3 by 4. They would have given 4 answers. One of them is root 3 by 4. You cannot guess the answer. So the moment you see this formula, you should recall this. So after that, what else is required in trigonometry is, after compound angles, you have multiple angles. Multiple angles. What are those? Sin 2a is 2 sin a cos a. That is also equal to 2 tan a over 1 plus tan square a. Cos 2a is equal to cos square a minus sin square a. 1 minus 2 sin square a. 2 cos square a minus 1. 1 minus tan square a over 1 plus tan square. Just as I am writing, all these formulas should be free flow. If you remember the formulas, then you can work the problem faster. What is tan 2a? 2 tan a over 1 plus 1 minus tan square a. We have got half angle formulas. Sin theta is equal to 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. This also equal to 2 tan theta by 2 divided by 1 plus tan square theta by 2. And just explain how we got it. We have got sin 2a is 2 sin a cos a. So I am putting 2a is equal to theta. What is a? A is theta by 2. I get this. Similarly, if you put 2a equals theta, you will get. So thus these formulas you are going to remember. So what will be cos theta then? Cos theta is going to be cos square theta by 2 minus sin square theta by 2. Or 1 minus 2 sin square theta by 2. That we can. But other two formulas which are very much required for working problems in CET or integration is 1 plus cos a and 1 minus cos a. How we derive this formula I am not going to discuss. I am just discussing the formulas that you require to work problems. 1 plus cos a is 2 cos square a by 2. 1 minus cos a is 2 sin square a by 2. In fact, I have collected a problem based on this half angle formula. We'll work that. So one of the years there was a question. Find the value of root 3 cosecant 20 degrees minus secant 20 degrees. Please note, unless you have a clear memory of the formulas, you can't score marks in this. So you can write this as root 3 over sin 20 degrees minus 1 over sin 20 degrees. Now you can take the LCM. It is root 3 sin 20 degrees minus, sorry, this is cos 20 degrees. Root 3 cos 20 degrees minus sin 20 degrees divided by sin 20 degrees into cos 20 degrees. So peculiar formulas, problems, unless you work them, you can't get the solution and you can't remember also. Every time they may not ask this. Now, what we do is, we are going to multiply by 2 and divide by 2 numerator. So I write this as root 3 by 2 cos 20 degrees. I just push it here. I will not write it here. So I will write this as 2 outside. Root 3 by 2 cos 20 degrees minus half sin 20 degrees. divided by sin 20 degrees into cos 20 degrees. Now, we write this as 2 into root 3 by 2 is written sin 60 degrees, cos 20 degrees. Half is written as cos 60 degrees, sin 20 degrees. So sin A cos B minus cos A sin B is sin of A minus B, because denominator is there. What is denominator? Sin 20 degrees and cos 20 degrees is denominator. So this is sin A cos B minus cos A sin B, sin of A minus B. That is sin of 40 degrees. And this is half sin 40 degrees. How do we get that? Sin theta is 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. So sin 20 degrees is written as 40 by 2 cos 40 by 2 is equal to 2 sin 40 by 2 is equal to sin 40. So I am shifting these two here. So this sin 40 degrees, these two will cancel, get the answer 4. That is why people say CET is difficult. It is not difficult. You need to remember the formulas. So these, when you work the previous year's examination papers, you get an idea how to work. There's one more problem based on this formula. I think I've collected that also. Let me just work that. One more is there. Yeah. Find the value of. So from this, it's very, very clear. You should be, all the formulas of trigonometry should be in your fingertips. What one more formula? The value of sin 5 pi by 12 into sin pi by 12. Sin 5 pi by 12 can be written as sin of pi by 2 minus pi by 12. Sorry, pi by 12. To take LCM is 12. So 6 pi minus pi. What is sin of 90 minus theta? It is cos theta. So in this you are going to get cos pi by 12 and sin pi by 12, which is nothing but half sin pi by 6. That is nothing but 1 by 4. What is the formula we used? Sin theta by 2 into cos theta by 2 is half sin 2 theta. So you remember this formula, sin 2 theta is 2 sin theta cos theta, or sin theta is 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. So there are two problems that I have noticed based on these formulas. After that, you need to remember the other three angles. What are those angles? Sin 3a, cos 3a, and tan 3a. In fact, these formulas are required for integration also. Sin 3a is 3 sin a minus 4 sin cube. 4 cos cube a minus 3 cos a. 3 tan a minus tan cube a over 1 minus 3 tan square. I think more or less I have listed all the formulas which are required for the working problem CET. Now we have got another 10 minutes. Let me work as many problems as possible from previous year's paper. Before that, I just want to remind you, I always find students are finding allied angles difficult. Just repeat. First step, odd multiple of 90 plus or minus theta, trigonometry function will change. Even multiple of 90 plus or minus theta, trigonometry function will not change. SI, G and sin will depend on the quadrant. Then you can work any problem. So with this briefing of trigonometric concepts, let me take up some problems given in CET. One of the problem given, if tan x is equal to 3 by 4, where pi less than x less than 3 pi by 2, find cos x by 2. First thing you should remember is, what is cos x by 2? It is 1 plus cos x divided by 2 root of this. You know why? 1 plus cos x is equal to 2 cos square x by 2. So what is 1 plus cos x whole thing by 2? It is cos square x by 2. So you should remember this formula. That means if you can find cos x, then you get the solution. This is how we are going to analyze. They have asked you to find out cos x by 2. Immediately you should recall the formula. Cos x by 2 is equal to 1 plus cos x by 2. But they have given sine. We have to find cos. There also, you should have an idea where to take the triangle. 180 less than x less than 3 pi by 2 means it is in third quadrant. We are taking a triangle here. So this is x. Opposite side by adjacent side, both are negative. So what is cos x in that case? Cos x is equal to, say, 3, 4, 5. They form a triangle, and therefore this is 5. Cos x is equal to minus 4 by 5. So you have to just substitute in this. 1 minus 4 by 5 divided by 2. 5 minus 4 is 1. The answer is 1 by root 10. They would have given the answer 3 by root 10 also. Because some students, instead of writing minus, they will write plus. So what will happen is, 5 plus 4 is 9. Square root of 1 is 3 by root 2. So the 4 answers normally given are the answer that you get possibly by doing some mistake. So I have not listed the answer, I am just explaining how to analyze this. They have given tan x. They have not asked cos x. They have asked cos x by 2. Therefore, you have got to. Or there is one more formula. What is that formula? Cos A is equal to 1 minus tan square A by 2 divided by 1 plus tan. But that is will be a little more difficult because you have got to find tan x by 2, then find the angle. So the best thing is use this formula. What is the basic for that? 1 plus cos x, 2 cos square x by 2, or 1 minus cos x is 2 sin square x by 2. So next year, instead of asking you to find cos x by 2, they may ask sin x by 2 also. The next problem of CET, I think I can work 2 more problems, the time that we have. The value of most silly problem, tan 1 degrees plus tan 89 degrees. The main reason that we are going to work the previous year's paper is you'll understand how to work this. So they are given tan 89 degrees. But you should remember tan 89 degrees is nothing but cot 1 degrees. So you can write this as sin 1 degrees by cos 1 degrees plus cos 1 degrees by sin 1 degrees. Take the LCM, cos 1 degrees into sin 1 degrees, sin square 1 degrees plus cos square 1 degrees, that is 1 over cos 1 degrees into sin 1 degrees, that is 1 over half sin 2 degrees, that is 2 over sin 2 degrees. This is the actual method. But what I would suggest is, please remember this. Tan A plus cot A is equal to 1 over sin A cos A, or 2 over sin 2A. If you can remember this formula, so directly we can write sin 2A is sin 2 degrees. Because we have got number of cases we have got this problem. Tan A by cot A. Take LCM, you are going to get sin square A plus cos square is 1. So remember this. Tan A plus cot A is 1 over sin A cos A, or 2 over sin 2 by sin 2A. You can remember this immediately, you can write this. So in the next examination, instead of 1 degree, they may give tan 2 degrees and cot 88 and tan 88 degrees. The problem can be changed. Instead of 1 degree, they will give you tan 2 degrees plus plus tan 88 degrees. So you are going to write this as tan 2 degrees plus cot 2 degrees. That is equal to 2 over sin 4 degrees. That's all. Say by working previous year's problem, this is an advantage. And if your working should be in such a way that the moment you see the problem, you should be able to recollect. That is possible only by practice. I think I can work one more problem in the time we have. And whatever problems left over, I'll take it up in the next class. If sin x plus sin y equals 1 and 1 by 2, cos x plus cos y is 1, find the value of tan of x plus y. Very interesting problem. So the method for this is sin of x plus y is 2 sin x plus y by 2. That's why I told you, remember the formula, sin c plus sin d, 2 sin c plus d by 2, cos c minus d by 2, cos c plus cos d, 2 cos c plus d by 2, cos c minus d by 2. So if you remember the formula orally, you are going to get 2 sin x plus y and cos x minus y. Here also you are going to get cos x minus y. 2 and 2 will cancel. You are going to get tan of x plus y by 2. That is equal to 1 by 2. Now, they have not asked tan, they have asked you to find out tan of x plus y. You have got tan of x plus y by 2. Chances are there if we cancel this and right answer is 1. But that is not possible. You need to go for half angle formula. What is tan A? Tan A is 2 tan A by 2 divided by 1 minus tan square A by 2. I think you understood what I said. This should be oral letter 2 sin x plus y by 2 cos x minus y by 2. This is 2 cos x plus y by 2, cos x minus y by 2. And cos will cancel, sin by cos and tan. You have got tan of x plus y by 2. They asked you to find tan of x plus y. So I'll take this as a. So I have to find a. So this is equal to tan of a by 2. What is a by 2? Half. 1 minus 1 by 4. This will cancel. The answer is 4 by 3. You take LCM. I think with this we shall stop today's class. Or I'll just work one more very simple problem and then 2 more we can work. We have got 2, 3 minutes time. We'll just work 2 more problems. Very simple ones. But it requires a concept. Sine square 51 degrees plus sine square 39 degrees is equal to reversed. The moment you see this, you should realize they are complementary angles. Therefore, since sine square 39 degrees is nothing but cos square 51 degrees, therefore answer is 1. It's a very simple problem. You know that sine square a plus cos square is equal to 1. So you should realize sine square 39 is nothing but cos square 51. Sine square a plus cos square is 1. The another problem, if tan a plus cot a is equal to 2, find a value of tan to the power of 4a plus cot to the power of 4a. See, tan a plus cot a can be 2, implies a is equal to 45 degrees. Very, very clear. Tan 45 plus cot 45 is 1. So a is 45. What is cot to the power of cot a to the power of 4? 1 to the power of 4, 1. This also 1, therefore answer is 2. But normally, if you see the textbooks and all that, they would have suggested they square this. Afterward, they square again and get a solution. That is not required. Tan a plus cot a is equal to 2 means a should be 45. Otherwise, you cannot get a solution. So when tan a is 45, so tan a to the power of 4 is 1 to the power of 4, 1 plus 1 is 2. So with this, we shall stop today. And tomorrow, I will continue this trigonometry. And after that, I will be discussing problems of complex numbers. I would expect the students to react in case if you are not able to follow any of the concepts discussed here. You can just send a message asking me to elaborate a particular thing. So let me summarize what we have done. We have listed all the forms of trigonometry. We discussed about standard angles, and I have suggested by remembering only sine 30, sine 0 is 0, sine 30 is off, sine 45 is 1 by root 2, and sine 60 is root 3 by 2, sine 90 is 1. You can find any other trigonometric angle. Then we discussed about allied angles, odd multiple of 90 plus or minus theta, trigonometric function will change. Even multiple of 90 plus or minus theta, trigonometric function will not change. SI, GN will depend on the quadrant. Then I have discussed about sine 2a, cos 2a formulas, then half angle formulas, and sine 3a, cos 3a, and tan 3a. And we have worked some problems based on that. So tomorrow I'll take up some more problems of trigonometry which have been asked in the public examination. We'll not be able to exhaust every problem. At least let us discuss the problems which are given in the CET examination, because more or less similar problems are given. Especially that formula involving the sine theta is equal to 2 sine theta by 2 cos theta by 2. Many problems are there, or a problem like this, complementary angles. So, good night. We shall meet tomorrow and continue. Thank you very much.